Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime News. You're with me, Sarah Fonseca. But before we head into our stories, first we'll take a look at your headlines.
Electrical leakage suspected cause of the Passara store fire, which killed 3 women. Mother and child killed in motor accident in Nugavela, Katugastota. Government in motion to ban imports on eggs, canned fish, meats, fruits and vegetables. Georgia's Prime Minister resigns after a series of anti-government protests.
Into one of your leading stories now, the interim order issued by Court of Appeal preventing the holding of Sri Lanka cricket election has been vacated. The order was vacated when the petition filed by Nishantha Ranatunga was taken up before the Court of Appeal today. The interim order was issued when the petition was heard on a prior occasion preventing the Sri Lanka cricket election from being held on the 31st of May. With that, we move on to more local news. An electrical leakage has been suspected to be the cause of a fire which broke out at a store in Passara, killing 3 women. Police said the exact cause of the fire could be determined once it received the government analyst report.
Fire had broken out at around 1 this morning, destroying the entire store. Police said the victims, all relatives of the same family, were living in an annex of the store. The victim were the store owner's mother, sister and aunt, aged 61, 23 and 62 respectively. Our correspondent said measures were taken by the Badulla Fire and Rescue Unit to douse the fire.
A woman and her daughter were killed in a motor accident this morning in Nugavela area in Katugastota. Police said the accident occurred when the mother and daughter were travelling on a motorbike.
According to the police, the motorbike the duo were travelling on had collided with another motorbike, after which the mother and daughter were run over by a bus. The victims are a 24-year-old woman and her 2.5-year-old daughter, who are residents of the Amanpola area in Kurunagala. The father of the child, who sustained injuries in the accident, has been admitted to the Tittapajala hospital in Kandy. Police said the driver of the bus has been arrested and investigations are underway. According to a correspondent, the bus was on a school trip in the Katugastota area. Meanwhile, 4 people were injured in a bus accident in the Valley Pereira area in Balapitia this morning. The injured were admitted to the Balapitia base hospital. The accident had occurred between a SLTB bus travelling from Mapalagama to Colombo and a private bus heading towards Ambalangoda. Police said the SLTB bus, which was travelling at high speed, had lost control and collided with a bus before crashing into a communication post.
2 army personnel have been arrested with 9mm firearm.
Police said the arrests were made following a raid carried out by the Organised Crimes Prevention Division in Jaltara, Hangwella. Police also seized an empty magazine from the suspect's possession. The suspects are a 55-year-old military cook who is a resident of Ranala area in Jaltara and a 50-year-old corporal, a resident of the Boyagane area in Kurunagala. The suspects will be produced before the Homagama Magistrate Court today.
The government has made it mandatory for approval to be sought for the importation of egg, canned fish, meat, fruits and vegetables that could be produced domestically. Minister of Agriculture Mahinda Amarveera said the move has been informed the Cabinet of Ministers and the Cost of Living Committee. With that, we move on to more local news. An inmate at the Galle prison has been hospitalized after suffering injuries in an assault.
Prison spokesperson and Commissioner Tushar Puldenius said the inmate was assaulted last evening by 3 other inmates connected to organized crimes. The injured inmate was admitted to the Karapitia Teaching Hospital and later transferred to the Galle Prisons Hospital. Commissioner Puldenius said a special investigation has been launched into the incident under the supervision of the Galle Prisons Superintendent. The Galle police are also conducting an investigation. The Prisons Commissioner said measures have been taken to direct the inmates involved in the assault to the Disciplinary Council. Commissioner Puldenius said these inmates will be transferred to another prison during the course of the day to ensure the safety of the other inmates.
Parliamentarian Johnson Fernando expressed these views following an event in Kurunakala.
This report wouldn't have been hidden if we had taken money from Aloysius. The report would have been published immediately. Not only will they publish it, there will also be no bail. Then everything becomes public property. But now there is nothing. Everyone is out and free. It isn't just these MPs who received money. We have received information that more than 1.5 billion rupees has been distributed to the electoral organizers during the general elections. They have been distributed in sums of 10, 15 and 20 million. But only a few of the names have come out. Hold an election and the people will respond to those who have been tight-lipped all this time once they come out and speak to the media about the bond issue.
UPFA parliamentarian Dallas Allah Perume expressed these views during a meeting held in Galigamua.
The Prime Minister made an assurance there will be an election in March, but not even a delimitation report has been presented to the Parliament as yet. This government has a disease called election rabies. Ranil Wickremesinghe knows if they hold an election, the group that was swept under the carpet at the no confidence motion will reappear. Not only this, there was an attempt to postpone the parliamentary election by replacing the delimitations. Pradeshya Sabha elections were postponed for 2 years. No one knows when the provincial council election will take place. If needed, even parliament could be postponed. But remember, you can't postpone the presidential elections. In exactly 521 days from now, the presidential election has to be held.
Well, this is a wrap of lunchtime news for the day. Do join us again on our afternoon 55s with the very latest. More news follows on our website, www.newsfirst.lk. I'm Sarah Fonseca for the Newsfirst team.